वेलकम बैक। हम एक सिचुएशन को देखते हैं जिसमें एक फुटबॉल है जो आइडियली ग्राउंड पे रखा हुआ है और उसका वेलोसिटी ज़ीरो है। जाहिर सी बात है कि अगर वेलोसिटी ज़ीरो है तो इसका काइनेटिक एनर्जी भी ज़ीरो होगा। देन समवन कम्स एंड किक्स द बॉल एंड द बॉल स्टार्ट्स रोलिंग विद द वेलोसिटी ऑफ v। ओके, सो ये v वेलोसिटी से मूव करने लगता है, and since it is moving with the velocity of v, then the kinetic energy of the ball becomes half mv square. So we can see that kinetic energy of the ball has increased. And what has caused this increase in kinetic energy? Of course, the force applied by this person. The same has been described here diagrammatically. Okay, so this is the person and this is the football that we are going to discuss here. Okay, so this person has a particular amount of energy which has been described here by the bar graph, and the kinetic energy of the ball of course is zero. So the bar graph barely touches the bottom of the graph. Okay, so kinetic energy is zero, that is being shown by this bar graph. Okay, now this footballer kicks this football, and now the situation changes. There is certain amount of energy that footballer uses to force this ball, okay, to apply force to this ball so that this football attains a velocity v. That amount of energy footballer loses, and on the other side we can see that after applying that force and after losing that amount of energy, the bar graph of kinetic energy of this football has increased. That means the kinetic energy has increased. And from where this increased amount of energy came from? This comes from the energy that was being diminished by the footballer. Okay, so we say that that energy that was diminished by this footballer gets transferred to the kinetic energy of the footballer. And who is helping this transfer? Of course, the force that is being applied by the footballer on the football. So it says what causes the kinetic energy of the ball to change. Earlier kinetic energy was zero since it was on the rest position, so velocity was zero. And all of a sudden there was a force applied on the football and the kinetic energy of the ball increased. So that's why the applied force is the one who is responsible for increasing the kinetic energy of the football. So it says had there been no force on the football, it would have never acquired the velocity v, and the kinetic energy would have never changed. Who is whole and sole responsible for changing the kinetic energy of football? This is the applied force. Also, we can see in course of applying the force, the energy of footballer has decreased a bit. Of course, the footballer must have lost some energy from himself or herself to transfer this amount of force that is being applied to the football. So we say that energy has been transferred to the football by the footballer, and the applied force is acting as a breeze to transfer energy. So only three things are there. Let's say it pictorially. There are three things. One is energy, other one is applied force, and the other one is kinetic energy. Footballer is applying a force, that is the applied force, due to which the energy is getting transferred from footballer to the kinetic energy of the football. It has been shown pictorially as well. Let's consider this man who is pulling and who is pushing is the applied force. So, and this carry bag has energy. So this applied force is pulling the energy which is stored in the footballer, and this applied force is pushing that energy to the energy of football. So pictorially it has been represented that this is the applied force and this is pulling energy from footballer, and the same applied force is pushing that energy to the football. Okay, so applied force is transferred energy from footballer to football, and this energy which has been transferred via applied force is called the work done. So this this is the energy which is being transferred from footballer to football. So this is a transferred energy, and who is responsible for transferring this energy? This person. Who is this person? This is applied force. So applied force is transferring energy from footballer to football, and this transferred energy is nothing but work done. We say that this applied force has done work, and that work done is equal to energy that has transferred from footballer to football. The same we see here. Work done by a force is nothing but energy by that force, energy transferred by that ball. This force is transferring energy from here to here. The energy which has been transferred from footballer to football is nothing but the work done. So remember, work done is always a energy. That's why unit of work is same as the unit of energy, that is equal to joule. That's it. So we discussed here what is the meaning of work done. Work done is nothing but a energy which has been transferred, and who is responsible for transfer of this energy? This force, applied force. So usually we say that work done by a force is equal to energy transferred by that force. It's that simple as that. So we will discuss further in the next lecture.